Good morning, friends. This is the Garage Woodworker, and today we're going to talk about tools. Specifically, we're going to talk about the circular saw, or sometimes referred to as the miter saw. We're going to talk about several aspects of this tool and why this tool is both invaluable and extremely dangerous. I hope you stay with me today and you will enjoy the video. This is a rather basic circular saw or miter saw made by Ryobi. Ryobi is made by the same company that makes Makita and also makes rigid tools. I think the rigid line is slightly better than Ryobi, but I've used Ryobi tools many times without any problems. Most tools like that will come with some extensions, and the intent of the extension is to simply provide support if the wood you're cutting is long, and most wood pieces will be longer than the actual size of the table. This is a very small table, and most saws actually will come with this table. Many professional woodworkers will actually build stands and will drop the saw inside the stand so they have an even surface across. This specific saw is equipped with a laser drive, the laser guide, and for this saw the laser is fairly accurate. For many saws that is not the case. However, one of the best ways to know where exactly to make your cut is align your mark with a slot right here. If you do that, then your cut will always be where exactly you want it. Do you need hearing protection? We always talk about protection for our eyesight, and that is a very good idea. But if you work on the saw a lot, let's see how loud this machine is. We are going to set the audiometer, which simply means it counts sound, at 110 decibels, which is actually extremely damaging to your hearing. And we're going to turn the saw on and see what that does. As you see, this saw exceeds 110 decibels, which means that when you use this machine for any extended period of time, you should actually wear some form of hearing protection. A couple of tips. There is a scale here that allows you to bevel, not to bevel, but to make angle cuts. This is extremely useful. The whole platform actually moves. And in this specific saw we have 45 degrees and 30 degrees, but we have some other less common angles like 31.6 degrees and 22 degrees, 22.5 degrees, and of course the center, which is the 90 degree cut. You control the friction through this, so this button here allows you to lock the saw and then unlock it so you can actually move it around. Now there is a lever, and in most saws, even if it is a little different, there will always be a lever that allows you to move this. Now once you start moving, the easier way to stop at the exact spot is to let go of it. The saw will still move, but then it would lock. I don't know if you heard that sound. It will actually lock at the position. Let's try and do that again. So let's say you want to go from 0 to 15 degrees. After you press the release, just let it go, and once the saw reaches 15 degrees, it will lock. So you probably heard the sound, but hear it again. That has locked at 15 degrees, and you don't have to try to maneuver it back and forward until you hit 15. Again, just let the release go and the saw will stop at 15 degrees or whatever the increment you want is. Again, you press until you're out of the indent here, because the saw will not move unless you press this. But then once you start moving, you let go, and as you see, it locks at 15. On this saw, it will also lock in the intermediate spaces. Let's say I want to go to 31.62 degrees. I lock it, unlock it, and it will stop at 30, but then it will stop again. See, here stop at 22.5 degrees. It has both a sound and you cannot move it anymore. Now we'll go back to 0. Once you're there, you need to tie it again, so now it will not move.